Hi, I'm Christen Crumpler, and I'm an announcer and producer at WDAB and the host of Musical Mind Games. So, the inspiration for Musical Mind Games came from wanting to have a place that serves people who are interested and get introduced to classical music through different avenues. Much like me, I'm a musician, but I also like gaming in the free time. So, we decided to have a project that helps it to cater both of those interests by showing music and gaming. So, what's really cool about video game music and the whole audio-visual experience with the two is that it's another way to tell a story. You can tell a story through the music by having themes specific to a character. And like for one of the games that we were talking about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And one of the characters has a theme for it, but that theme got rearranged to further the storytelling and to present a different mood than the original theme game gave. And I loved that idea of reshaping that narrative that the original theme gave. And another way is the lack of music that can also bring in storytelling too. It's how you decide to use sound that can amplify some of the feelings that you're feeling, especially in mediums like horror games and the horror genre. That lack of sound is really important. And all of that goes into your immersion into playing the game. I find that the music coupled with the gameplay experience helps you to really connect to what's going on the screen and make you feel like you're a part of that journey rather than just a person playing a game. So I actually don't have a singular favorite video game. It's so tough. There are so many great games out there. But I will say a game that's really impacted me a lot, that I love the music and just my time playing with it. It's called Knight's Journey of Dreams, and I played it a lot on the Wii. And it actually, one of its characters revolves around an orchestra string player. And so when I was playing that, I felt a big connection to that because I am a violinist. And I was like, oh, there's somebody like me in a game about music that I love. So that's one of my favorites. So some of my favorite composers, both in the entertainment world and also in the classical music orchestral world, one of them is Joe Hisaishi. He is responsible for the scores, most of the scores, with the animated Studio Ghibli films, which were and still are my favorite growing up. They really just struck a chord with me, no pun intended. But there's something about the way his music it plays, it really is passionate to me and it gets me really immersed. Even without seeing the film, I can kind of visualize it by hearing it. And my other favorite composer would be Alexander Borodin. He's a classical composer. If you are familiar with him from listening to WDAB, I loved him so much while I was playing music in high school. And there are a couple of his string quartets that truly are some of my favorite pieces of classical music ever, and so that's why I love his music too. What I really want people to experience with their time with Musical Mind Games is that this is a place where you can be seen. You know, music and gaming, it's not the wackiest combination ever, although it offers some pretty unique experiences. But if you are used to being the only one interested in that, that might make you feel alone. So we all here want you to know that you have a community here of other like-minded musicians and gamers and music enjoyers and gamers alike through Musical Mind Games. And also, if you're not closely related to gaming or music, just that this is a place where if you're curious, you can fill that curiosity by discovering all the new things that this intersection has to offer through video game music.